I have this really cool and interesting product that I want to share with all you guys. And I wasn't even supposed to actually do this review. I wasn't planning to do this review, but however, it just came in the mail. Apparently, the manufacturer decided that it would be best that I had one of these in my possession. But you know what? When I opened up the box and I looked in, I says, wow, this thing is really cool. And I know a lot of people could really benefit from having this. Now, of course, this is not just some sales pitch where I'm selling these things. I actually make reviews and talk about stuff that I think is genuinely good, interesting, helpful, and actually worth buying. So, with that said, let me tell you what this is. Now, if you own a truck, and of course only if you own a truck or an SUV or any vehicle that's either equipped with a hitch receiver or already customly has one installed or came with one factory equipped, whatever the case is, say for the guy with just a regular pickup truck, which is pretty much everybody, which is where I live here in the state of Northeast Florida, would definitely love to have one of these. If I was a truck guy, I know for a fact I would. Now let me tell you exactly what this is. It's made by a company named Echomaster. Their product is called a HitchScan. Now in the box, it's not just this one piece and that's all there is to it, but it's just so much cool stuff about this thing. Let me start by telling you this. This here is the piece that actually goes into the hitch receiver. You got two slots so you can slide it in to flush mount or stick out a little bit. So not only is it just a reverse sensing safety type of kit, it's also a step, because you can see right on the top it's got the little tread, so you can actually use this as a step to get up on top of your truck. Also, it comes with two of these locks with a key, so it's also a hitch key. So if you wanted to protect and safeguard your hitch, even whether it's when it's being used or when it's not in use and you're actually using this for your other stuff, whether it's your boat or RV or whatever else you put on your trailer, you got two keys for both sides, two keys included, lock, weatherproof cover. How cool is that? Of course, a step, and in there you can see that there's three of these RF based sensing pieces which actually send out radio frequencies, and these will give you an audible and visual alert through the wireless receiver, which goes into your cigarette lighter up in the front of your cab. Now right here there's a program switch which I'll touch on in a second, and over here there's it's a multi three-way colored LED which tells you by green, yellow, and red lights the distance of the object between you and whatever it is. Your speaker built in, and of course straightforward, just plug it in. There's your power cord to program. Is very straightforward. Hold the button in for 5 seconds, it learns and transmits to the hitch step, and really that's all there is to it. Not only that, but it also comes with the safety sticker which you can mount right on here, whether with or without, if you want it to just be the blackout look, which I might prefer, or if you want this for a little extra added security, throw that on there. Now as far as wiring it up, on the back there's a 2-pin plug which you could plug in to hardwire scenario, which is what I got going on because I'm using this on a test bench, of course. So I'm using this 12-volt socket which I just have lying around. I hardwired it to power and ground, so that way when I plug it in and test it for you guys, that's how I'm going to get my power. But in normal cases you're not going to use this unless, you know, you're not going to use it, so just leave it at that. What you will use is this piece right here. This here is your 7-pin round, again weatherproof plug, fuse in line, weatherproof terminal connector, and this connects onto the same piece and plugs right into the back of your truck seamlessly, effortlessly, very simple. Of course, you also got these two grommets, depending again on how you mount it. Installation takes about 3 minutes. Not only does it look good, it offers you a step, security, and gives you a hitch lock. I mean, you're going to need the stuff whether you need it or not anyway. So honestly, for the same money, or maybe even a couple bucks more, you could have this. So it's a no-brainer. I'll show you. I'm going to use myself as the object that this unit is going to be trying to pick up, because I'm certainly big enough. The only hiccup with this is that it has to be mounted on a vehicle which is no less than 15 inches off the ground, which is pretty much everything. But I just have to tell you because I try to be accurate. So right now I'm standing, I'd say about 7 feet away. Now this is going to start picking up once I get it within 1 foot. That's what they state. Now the way it works is, and I'm going to show you, what you need to be focusing in on is that little piece that plugs into the cigarette lighter up in the dash, because that LED is going to change, and it's also going to make an audible beep as I get closer to this unit. There you go. So now I'm just about 6 feet or less, and it's in the first zone, which is going to be green. As I get closer, it should go yellow, which it does. And as I continue getting closer, she should go solid red and be really annoying, to let you know. And look at that. There you go. It works. So there you have it, folks. I mean, that's it. This here is the piece as a close-up without all the shakiness. I apologize, but that was the best way that I can come up with to actually test the unit. Very small, straightforward. I mean, this thing is actually pretty loud because I'm in a warehouse, and my warehouse back here is huge. It's 2,800 square feet, and I can hear that thing screaming. Now, you can also adjust this to make it a little less annoying if you don't want to hear all that volume. But that LED, you could turn this, of course, in your cigarette lighter because it's omnidirectional. You can't, like, pivot it. It's not like one of those kind of dealies like on a knuckle, but it's good enough. The program button I'm not going to touch on, but like I said, you just plug it in, hold it down for 5 seconds to learn. It's a joke to do. Anybody could do it. Man, woman, whoever you are, whatever you are, you can do it. This is a cool little piece, and I got to tell you, I'm excited to see these on the site. I'm excited to see how the sales are going to be, and I just know if you get one, you're going to be happy with it. So these things are really cool. So check it out, man. This here is called the HitchScan by Echomaster.